And now, evam satata yuktaye bhaktasthvam paryupasate ye chabhyaksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamagha. Bhagavan is Yogeshwara. Yogeshwara means the Lord of Yoga. And since he is the Lord of Yoga, he is the right person. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishnoho, Yatra Partho Dhanurdaraha. Since Bhagavan is Yogeshwara, Arjuna is asking the question about which path of yoga is supreme. Which yogi is traveling in these two main paths are knowing or the knowers of this yoga better. And so he is asking Evam in this way. Which way? Mat karma krit, mat paramo, mat bhaktaha, sangavarjitaha, nirvairaha sarva bhuteshu. And these are some people satata yuktaha. They are constantly, and the bhashya of Mahatmas is day and night, nairantaryena, without a break. And constantly they are engaged in the devotional services with you. Those devotees being thus ever dedicated, nairantaryena, without a break, not 5 minutes now, 5 minutes later. We are talking about that sadhakas. People who are ever dedicated meditate on you. When you say meditate, the word used here is upasate, which I'll explain you the word shortly. And these are the people who are just told right now. So he's referring to them first. That's the continuity. In the Vishwarupa Darshana, Bhagavan said that the people who do Ananya Bhakti attain me. And he's saying, Mat karma krit, mat paramo, mat bhaktaha, sangavarjitaha. So he is talking about people who worship Krishna's lovely form, who worship Krishna, who is endowed with great qualities, opulent qualities, Mangala Vigraham, Krishna who is compassionate and ready to give refuge, Sarva Sharanya Krishna, and Krishna who also has a lovely form, he has a lovely Leela. So for them, it is very easy to do upasana because everything in this world reminds them of Krishna. How does it remind them of Krishna? Everything in this world reminds them of Krishna. When we even have Thayir Sadam, even when you have Dadhyanam, which is the Dahi Bath, we remember the Vanabhojana Leela. Whenever we see food, Shama, we remember Bhagavan Sri Krishna's Vanabhojana. Whenever we see any old Dampati, we are reminded of Yashoda Maya and Nanda Baba. When we see young couple, we are reminded of Bhagavan and Bhagavad. Why can't we even remember divine couple when we see a normal couple? When we see little boys, they are reminded of Gopas. When we see little girls, they are reminded as Gopis. And even when we see somebody with a hunchback, we are reminded of Kubja. So Bhagavan has done Leela to cover all our memories can be directed. Even if somebody is abusing Bhagavan somewhere and we hear about him, we are reminded of Sishubala who attained to Bhagavan. If somebody is afraid, we are reminded of Kamsa. When somebody is greedy and when somebody is miserly, we are reminded of Duryodhana who also happened to attain Bhagavan Sri Krishna. He had darshan, etc. Anything positive, anything negative, he makes us remember Bhagavatam, which is Bhagavan Sri Krishna. You see? So, satata yukta ye, bhaktastvam pari upasate. So, those devotees who constantly do your work, who constantly see you as the final goal, and they see you as the final goal and do work as your work, out of tremendous love they have developed with you, on you, those devotees, and they are satata yuktaha, day and night. How many Mahatma stories have we heard from our lotus lips of our Guru Maharaj? Day and night. Some Mahatmas don't even sleep. And during their sadhana avastha itself, day and night they will be doing even mono acting, you see, and they will take the role of Bharata. Then again after some time, Kaikeyi, Bharata will look and say, Mother, I am so ashamed to even call you the mother. How can you deny the Rajyam to Ramachandra Prabhu? Even that is fine. How can you drive him to the forest? Don't you? Is your heart made of stone? And then Kaikeyi said, I did all that for you. And said, don't even, all this will happen whole night. Why? Satata yukta. So in the path of bhakti, you have tremendous opportunity. and it's limitless. How you can do bhakti? You can't even put a proper grammar. Broadly, we have put Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, etc. Mahatmas have infinite ways to remember fondly Bhagavan Sri Krishna. You see, Satata Yukta, day and night, like Tyagaraja Swami, like Mirabai, like all the Alvas, and like all the great Mahatmas of Pandharpur, day and night, day and night. Sada tumche naam gaon, sada tumche naam gaon, evam satata yukta. And our Bodhendra Swamiji says, two things are the blessings. One is Namadhara and Dhyanadhara, Satata Yukta. And that is the beauty of this yellow is the people or the Mahatmas who go in the path of Saguna, who go in the path of Bhakti Margam. They are also devotees. And then there were people whom we discussed in the second day who meditate or do the upasana or worship on the immutable and unmanifested. Aksharam, that which cannot be destroyed, that which cannot be, it is immutable. And avyaktam is that which is not manifested. I will tell you the difference between these two. Tesham ke, between the people who do bhakti yogam in form of devotional service to your sagunam, and those who actually do enquiry, or those who do the devotion or the worship or the upasana of nirgunam. Nirgunam means devoid of name, form, qualities. That which is Sachidanandam. Which of these two, Tesham ke yoga vittama, are the best experiencers of yoga? Who knows yoga the best? Which path is better? Which path is the best? Because the question is which path is right, which path is wrong is not the question. Why? Because Bhagavan has clearly said, both reach me only. So where is the question of this is right, this is wrong? The question is, which part is the best? And that which is not asked is for me, obviously. So our Arjuna is asking for us, which part is the best for us? And see, Twam is telling Krishna, they are worshipping you. Ennavar bhagyam. Even Aksharam, Avyaktam is worshipping you, Krishna. He knows that. And they are worshipping the nameless, formless aspect of Krishna. And the devotees are celebrating the name, the form, the leela, the qualities, nama, rupa, guna, qualities of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Which of these two knows yoga the best is the question. Now we get it, isn't it? So let me look at this wonderful word called pari upasate, and a lovely definition given by Mahatma, given by our own Adi Shankara Bhagavad Paatah. He says upasana, or the closest is meditation, that's what we can make it in English, means approaching an object of meditation. Upa asanam. So when you say upa asanam, means you are trying to reside or sit as close to that which you want to sit with. For example, I'm saying I'm going to do upasanam with that deity that is sitting out there. Na? I slowly move here, and sit close to that deity. That's upasana. So he is exactly translating upa. So approaching the object of meditation, which is Krishna, as presented by the scriptures, not with my own, ideas. Neither is Krishna imagined by me, nor is the path to Krishna should be imagined by me. So the object of meditation is also as shown by Bhagavata Shastra for devotees. And the means for approaching is also shown by Bhagavata Shastra. Whatever we do, and then we call it bhakti, is not what upasana means. We may do whatever we want. We may think just going there, breaking a coconut, etc. is bhakti. It is bhakti, but it's in a very starting level. We are talking about bhakti, which is way above. So for us to understand what bhakti is, we can't use our imagination or imagination of even, I'm sorry to say this, elders in our family. My tathA said this, all that is fine. All that is called aidikyam, very fine. But is it in line with scriptures? Is it in line with Bhakti Shastras? Is it in line with Bhakti Sutra? When somebody said he is a devotee, he is suffering, do you know whether his devotion is true or not? Because there is a show of devotion does not mean there is devotion. And that is the reason why very carefully he said, as presented by their respective scriptures. So upasana is common for both the first line and the second line. Na? Pariyupasate satata yuktaha ye bhaktaha. In fact, he uses the term bhaktas only for that. And ye chapi, even those devotees, aksharam avyaktam, also do pariyupasate. You see, pariyupasate. So here, as shown by scriptures, I am trying to channelize my mind towards the object of my upasana or worship, which is, as Shastra says, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So I have decided I shall be doing Krishna Bhakti. In fact, to say that I have decided itself is an apachara. Krishna has somehow decided that this boy belongs to me and somehow I have to take him here. And because Kathopanishad says it's Krishna who chooses, we don't choose. So if Krishna chooses us, as per Shastras, we look at the means for doing the upasana. Shastra says, listen first. Listen to a lot of katha from Mahatma. Listen to the katha presented in the Bhagavata Dharma style. And people can talk any way they want to, but listen to katha as told by Mahatmas in the Bhagavat Guna Anubhavam path. And then you do chintanam, and then you do kirtanam, and then you do smaranam, do seva, etc., as shown by the scriptures. And in fact, this is the scripture itself. Na? Our Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita are the scriptures. And making it as an object of one's thought, smaranam, all the time. We have to put that in smaranam all the time and dwelling on it uninterruptedly for a long time. You see, without a break. And the example given is the example given by most of Mahatmas with regard to that, like the pouring of oil without a break. Thaila dhara, it is said, na? Without a break, when the oil flows, there is no break at all. It flows viscously like that. Likewise, upasana means that's my goal. Without a break, without interruption, I need to constantly remember my object of upasana, which is Bhagavan Sri Krishna, all the time, as shown by the scriptures. How do I do the smarana is also as shown by scriptures, and scriptures include Guru also. And Guru's Vakyam is scripture for us. So if a Guru says, this is how you do dhyana, this is how you do dhyana. And this is how you do japa means this is how you do japa. Japa is a means to put in our thought the object of our worship, which is Krishna. Shravana could be a way to put it on thought. And Kirtana obviously is a way to put Krishna in our thought. So this is what is upasana. And when they actually do this upasana, what happens is you become Pariupasate. Pariupasate means actually do the upasana the way in which your Guru did it, or in which our Guru has shown it. You see, Pariupasate. Now he is asking a question. There are two types. Both are devotees. Both are devotees. And the yellow ones are the bhaktaha, which is in the first part of the sloka, which is people following the path of Sagunam. And I just wrote just unmanifested Krishna's devotees. Both are devotees. This is manifested, unmanifested. And these are people who do Saguna Upasaka. These are the people who do Nirguna Upasaka. These are the people who do Sakara Upasana. Upasana of Sakara means there is an Akara, there is a form, there is something to hold on to. And these are the people who do Nirakaram, no form, no name. What will they hold on to? Our Jnaneshwar Maharaj says it's like wrestling with the wind. How can you win? There is no, you can't even catch a limb of the wind to actually pull him down and mela padukanuma. How will you wrestle with the wind? That's why our Jnaneshwar Maharaj says there is no alambanam, is very, very subtle, very difficult. And then comes Bheda Bhava. Bheda Bhava means Bhagavan is there, I am there. And I am doing everything for him. He is Kripalu, I am his servant, or I am his child, or I am his parent, he is my Lalla, or I am the servant, he is the master, or I am the friend and he is the one who consoles me and gives me tremendous joy, or I am his dasi, I am his patini, I am his nayaki. That is the bhava. Char Mahabhavas. So this is what is Bheda Bhavam. All this in Nirguna Upasaka, Bheda Bhavam. You see The same Krishna as my Antaryami Atma Swarupam. Abheda Bhavattila Bhakti. And here you have Shanta Bhavam in the Panchamaha Bhava in Bhakti. Typically, this Nirakara Upasana, like Shukamuni used to do, is in this Bhava of Shanta Bhavana, Atma Swarupam. You see, Adum Bhakti da. And then you have the other four Bhavas, Sakya Bhavam, you have Vatsalya Bhavam, you have Mitra Bhavam, which is Sakya Bhavam. You can have Dasya Bhavam, or you can have Nayaka Nayaki, or the Madhura Bhavam. The other four Mahabhavas are here. And for example, Sant Tulsi Dasar looked upon our Ramachandra Prabhu as he had Dasya Bhavam towards Ramachandra Prabhu and Sakya Bhavam towards our Hanumanji, isn't it? And here I'll come to that. Same Sant Kabir, both of them chanted Ram Nam only. Our Tulsi Das Ji's major bhavam is Ramachandra Prabhu is my master. Sita Pati Ramachandra Raghuvira Dusarona Koi, saying that for me, Ramachandra Prabhu is everything, nobody else. In the bhava of Dasya Bhava. That's why Tulasi Das. Same Kabir Das Ji looked at Abheda Bhava. Even though he has sung kirtans of bhakti, etc., his predominant bhavam is Abheda Bhava. His predominant path was looking at that Ram Nam. For that Ram Nam is the Swarupam. That Ram Nam is the highest truth. That is how he approached. And here, Sant Tulsidas, when he looks at people who are doing this, they will say they are doing my Ramachandra Prabhu's Swarupa Upasana. And those people, they look at Bheda Bhavam, they look at Sagunam, the Nirgunam as seen by devotees is Swarupa of my Ramachandra Prabhu. The Sagunam as looked by Nirguna Upasakal is Shaka Chandranayam. It means when I have to hold something very subtle, I go to the closest thing which I can hold on to so that it can points me to the subtlety. For them, Sagunam is closest to Nirguna Brahmam, and they hold on to Saguna Brahmam even if they do to point to that Nirguna Brahmam. So they look at Saguna Brahmam, they don't have any dvesham against Saguna Brahmam or Saguna Brahma Upasaka because they look at Saguna Brahmam as Shaka Chandranayam to point out to something more subtle. Generally, when you have to see the third phase of the moon or the fourth phase of the moon, third phase basically, you can't see it in the sky. So for a person who is untrained to search for the moon in this vast sky, generally they say, do you see this tree? Come and see through my eyes. You see the tree? You see the left-hand branch there? Can you see the branch tip? Yes. Just look above the branch. And then you find the Chandra. So Sagunam is something which mind can hold. So Nirguna Upasakas use at times Saguna Upasana, whether Nam or whatever it is, as something which closely points out to that nameless and formless Swarupa of Bhagavan. And here, the final step, the goal is Sharanagati, completely surrendering ourselves to the Kripa and to the feet of Bhagavan, which is Krishna. And there, the final step is constantly abiding in the self, you see. And here, 100% Vishwasam is the important attribute we have to develop to get there. Rakshishyasi is Idrida Vishwasa, very important. There, 100% Vairagya. The moment you give even an iota of truth to the world, you are done. So when people ask me questions about why are these things happening in the world, etc., then you are giving so much reality to the world. We are not fit for this Nirguna Upasaka. For Nirguna Upasaka, what happens? The world is again thrown out. And they try to say this whole appearance of the world is like a dream. It is like my own desire. Desire is not true now. It is only something I imagine. And in dream, it appears all true. But then I need to wake up from the dream is their focus. They should not give even iota of truth to the world because for their upasana, whether the world is true or not is immaterial. I need to attain the truth. Na? So depending on which path I go, I need to be very clear about how I'm going to approach world, how I'm going to approach Jiva, how I'm going to approach Paramatma. For a bhakta, world is true. It is a wonderful Vaichitriyam. It's a play of colors by Bhagavan. Everything is enjoyed in the world as, see, Krishna Vaichitriyam. Vishnur Mayam Idam Pashyan Savai Bhagavadottamaha. So the approach is different. Don't be confused between these two. This is a path, this is a path. Both lead to Krishna. And as I said yesterday, two different aspects of Krishna. This leads to Kaivalyam, this leads to Vaikuntha, Goloka. You see, as of now, let's hold on to that. Whether Kaivalyam and Goloka are same or different and all that is all philosophy, let's not go there. If we are deciding this, we stick by this. If a guru says do this, we do this. If guru says do this, because we may have our own, tastes and ruchi, doesn't matter. Are we fit? You see, that only guru can determine. So once we choose a path, that's it. If we keep dilly-dallying between these two, then we go nowhere, because each one in the path is not the same approach. Finally, everything is one, means everything is Krishna only. That is in the Paramarthika Satya. Sadhanaila, there are differences. Once I reach America, I can go wherever I want. But I can't take some other flight to China and hope that it will take me to America. If you are going to America, you travel this way. You take a flight which goes to America. You see. And if you are going via, say, Dubai, this is the direction I take. If I go via, say, Japan, this is the direction I take. Till I approach and come to America, the paths are different. I can't keep going here and there. But once I reach America, then Mahatmas out of their Anubhava understands the unity. But this is beyond words and the thoughts for us, right? Achintyam, isn't it? So this is the basic paths. And Arjuna is asking, is yellow are the paths shown here? Path of Saguna Upasana, is it supreme? Or the path of Nirguna Upasana, is it supreme? Now, I hope you understood the question, because the rest is all. And we'll see the rest tomorrow.